This is how I get high-speed internet off-grid. No connections, it's all wireless. Coming up. You don't need to be a Verizon customer to get in on this deal, but you can get a Verizon Jetpack with 4G LTE speeds for $19.99 with a 2-year contract. And then the service is $20 a month. For 15 gigs of 4G speed and unlimited 3G plus speeds up to 600 kbps. DSL is really only about 256K. So 600K is like twice as fast as DSL. Now occasionally there will be times when it won't work that fast. This one works really fast on everything, YouTube and all that stuff. The only time it really slows down after I've used up my 15 gigs and I'm on the slower speed, the throttled, the only thing that slows down is getting into Facebook, which who cares, I don't get into that very often, and my Hotmail. For some reason Hotmail is slow too, because they keep fixing it, which screws it up. So, but yeah, like I said, I can get into everything I want to do online is quick. A lot quicker than it was with dial-up years ago, if any of you remember that. The nice thing is I don't need to be a Verizon customer to get this. Like I said, this is not the exact same thing I was showing online screen just a minute ago. Now, who cares? I mean, I don't care. As long as it connects. I did have another one. It was, I don't remember what it was called. It had a red band around the outside and the battery started swelling up. I've been using it for 9 months or 8 months, whatever. And the battery's been swelling up that whole time. I finally called them and said, hey, you know, this thing is doing this. And they says, well, we'll ship you out a new one. So they shipped this out UPS. I got it like the next day or the day after and put the old one in a box and shipped it back to them. So no charge, no nothing, no hassle. The other one was still working. I was just worried about the battery catching fire in the RV. You don't want that to happen at all. But this is how I access the internet for $20 a month. Like I said, 15 gigs is high speed, and I don't know how many hours it is, but it never lasts me more than 2 weeks of the 4G. And then when it slows down to the 600, then that's... And the weird thing is when I'm watching YouTube and stuff like that, when I'm still on the 4G, I can only watch them at, well, I can watch them whatever I want, but I watch them at 144 kilobytes or whatever it is on the quality setting, the lowest setting possible, so I can extend that speed out as long as possible. Once I'm used up the 15 Gs, and I'm on the throttle plan, then I start watching everything in the 360p. Alright, when you're on YouTube, you go in the far right corner, lower right corner, and click that button and it'll show you the quality. Normally I watch, for the first 15 gigs, I watch everything at 144 or 240, depending on if it's something I really want to watch, good, then it's 240. But now you can see I got it on 720p. And it still plays. We'll see if it keeps up or if it buffers. I bet it's going to buffer. Yeah, it's getting close. I don't know. So see, yeah, I can do that. If I did that during the first 15 gigs, it would, boom, burn it up really quick. So that's why I don't do that. Like I said, if I'm watching something that's really important to see everything clear, then I'll, let's see, it's buffering. So I'll go over here and I'll switch it down to, we'll try 360 and see how long it takes. Yeah, see, there we go. That is buffering again. If I wanted to wait for a few seconds, well, see, there it goes. Once it gets up an inch or so, then you can click it and it'll play for, at 360, it'll play all the way through. So, yeah, beautiful little gadget. I need to clarify something. You do not need to be a pre-existing Verizon customer to get this jetpack. Of course, if you get the jetpack, then you're going to be a Verizon customer. Now, I was thinking all this time you had to be a pre-existing Verizon customer to get this deal, but I just checked on it now and I couldn't get into an account anywhere, and it still shows it at $19.99 with a 2-year contract. So, you know, it's like I'm planning on being out here for at least 2 years. So that was no problem for me. So I wanted to make sure I got that clarified.